You guys, I am beyond excited about this. This just turned up and it was gifted to me by FlexTone, by the company. And first of all, I just wanted to do a little unboxing with you and show you what is in this. So the very first thing that I noticed is the packaging here and how incredible the quality is. So it has a really, really hard kind of box here, and then let's have a look what's inside. Inside, we have this. So you've got, these are your little, they're like a little motor. It's like you've got your on-off button, you've got your plus and your minus button to make it either more intense or less intense. So you have 3 of these in here, and what's awesome about these is that they actually are able to just be plugged in. So you've got like a little charging port there, and then you've got your little clips on the back. So that is to clip the little motor onto the product itself. So this stuff here, at first I actually thought this was some kind of product that you put onto your skin, but it's not. This is actually just what you use if you find that the sticky pads start to get a little bit less sticky. So I love that they've included that, because I know that a lot of these types of things, people do say that they lose their stick. And what's awesome is that you actually have this that you can use if you find that does happen. And then let's have a look at what else is in here. So your plug here. So you've got your plug, and then you've got your 3 chargers for those 3 little motors. So that all comes with the product as well. And then you've got your instruction manual, everything you need to know basically about it. So this one here we've got for the abs, and then you've got also the body as well. So not only do you get to stimulate your abs and get, hopefully, fingers crossed, some better ab muscles and kind of some definition there, but also you can use the body one as well on really any part of the body. As you can see here, you've got some really easy instructions as to how to use the product. Super easy. And then these. So these are in these nice plastic bags, which it keeps the product nice and clean. And here is your 6, your 8. Generally speaking, if you've got a longish torso, then you would probably be able to just use this whether you're female or male. And you've actually got 2 of that particular size in here. And then you've got just 1 of the smaller size. And then you have got your body ones. You've got 2 of these little beauties here. And so you can put those onto the thighs. You can put them onto the butt. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm really excited to do that. And then you can also use them for biceps, triceps, anywhere you like. And then what else have we got in here? We've got this, which is a great little travel bag that you can use to take ab stimulator or simulator to wherever you want to. So that's really handy. And then we've just got a really nice little card here at the end, which 100% satisfaction or money back guarantee. That is amazing. What I also love about this particular brand, this EMS, is that it is the only FDA approved one of its kind. So I think that that really says a heck of a lot about the product itself. But honestly, it's also all in the way this is created. I feel like this is actually, the quality is amazing straight off the bat. The product itself is very well designed. And I'll just show you how these work. So I'm actually going to go through and show you how to do this. I'm going to try this out for 4 weeks, and I'm going to show you all of the results and just see what happens. Honestly, I am pretty skeptical when it comes to things like this, due to the fact that I myself, being a yoga teacher, Pilates teacher, I lean more towards doing the exercise and getting results that way rather than going for shortcuts. But I am also a very, very inquisitive mind as well, and I like to try out new things. And I know that there's so much technology now where there are these different things that do actually create some really awesome results. So if there is a faster way to get a really lean core or to build a little bit of muscle, then I am definitely up for that. I think that it's pretty exciting and pretty cool. Definitely extremely excited to show you how this works, and also to hopefully, fingers crossed again, see some awesome results from this. So stay tuned for the next video, and let's have a little play around with it and just see how it goes. How this works is we're going to see, if you can see there, just going to take it off this little blue plastic thing here, and it's got that adhesive on the back, and then you take it off and then you can place it to wherever you want to. So in this case, I'm going to put it here onto my bicep, and then you just stick it down like that, and you just charge up your little motor here. And I have already charged this one up, so I'm just going to show you. And then it's very, very easy. We just clip it on. You can just do this when you're cruising around the house or just lying down watching TV, whatever you want to be doing. And then we just push the on off button. So you're just going to hold that down until it beeps twice. Awesome. And then you let it go. So now we know it's on, and then we're just going to push the plus button. Now this you can push up to as many times as you like, depending on the intensity that you want. As you can see, it's working. It's really recommended that you start slow and then work your way up as you start to use it. The recommendation is that you use once a day to begin with, even once every second day, and then you can start to build that up over time to more like even up to 3 times a day. But also drinking lots and lots of water. Really important to drink lots of water, because what this ultimately is doing is it is simulating the same kind of muscle contraction as what, say, a bicep curl would be doing. So it goes through a cycle. So to start off with, you kind of go through this little bit of a warm up into things. So it's going to not start off too hard out, but then it will start to get a little bit more intense as the time goes by, and then it actually turns off by itself when you're done. So that's a really awesome thing as well. So I'm actually going to make this a little bit more intense. And as you can see here, my arm is doing this on its own. I am actually not moving my arm at all. So it is literally contracting, and it kind of has this almost like a nerve reaction. So it feels like my nerves are kind of getting stimulated, and you can definitely feel that contraction in the bicep here. It's actually quite nice. I quite like the feeling of it as well, but I also love the fact that it is quite a strong feeling as well. So as you can see, it's now, oh, now we've got the intensity. Can you see that? My arm is actually doing that, and now it's relaxed it. So I am not doing anything here except trying to relax. And as you can see, my hand is in this kind of weird contraction as well. And then it just goes through a few pulses there, and then it's going again. So yeah, recommend that you don't go up too high with your plus button to begin with, because you will find that it will start to get quite intense as it moves through its process. Okay, so this is getting pretty intense, guys. I'm definitely like, whoa, really feeling this. Now, when I first tried this out, I put it on both arms, but I actually started it on one side first before the other side, and it was kind of a weird feeling, because I was actually kind of, one was going hard out, the other one was relaxed, and then it was like all over the place, and it kind of freaked me out a little bit, I'm not going to lie. What I would say as well that really impresses me about this is that I went to a salon and had an EMS treatment done, and it was extremely expensive, so expensive, and it was something like every 2 times a week over a period of 6 weeks, so every second day. And they just have this big machine, and they put the EMS onto your abs or wherever. I actually just had it done on my abs, and it was so expensive, and honestly couldn't even really feel that kind of contracting of my core, and I really didn't notice too much change either through that process. And I think it might have been because it wasn't actually particularly strong, the actual frequency or whatever you'd call it. But with this, you know it's working, like you can feel it. So this is definitely doing something. Obviously, we haven't got any evidence of any change yet because we haven't actually gone through a few weeks of this, but I'm going to show you the results, and I'm going to do this every day, and then we can kind of see the before, the after, all of that, and we can see whether or not it does actually do what it claims to do. As I said before, I'm an extremely skeptical kind of person when it comes to some of these quick fix kind of options. But with that being said, I also am quite optimistic in regards to this particular concept as well as this particular product, because I feel like it definitely has to be doing something. And it does make sense to me that if it is creating that contraction like what it would when you lift weights, then there's no reason why it shouldn't work. It does actually make complete sense. So I think the chances are this actually does do what it claims to do. But of course, we need to actually really try it out properly. So I'm going to show you all of the process of it, and let's find out together. Let's see if this actually does do the thing that it says, and we can just chill out together, watch TV and relax while we get ripped. How awesome would that be? So if this works, mate, it's amazing. Stay tuned. Check out the next video. Damn, this is definitely like, I don't know if you can see this, but it is pretty intense. It's kind of good talking while you actually go through this process because it's pretty full on. Okay, see you soon.